Okay, this is a little short video on my electric mountain bike, Specialized Levo 2018. And I got it with the 29-inch wheels instead of the 27.5. I like the feel of the 29s, and you could put the 2.6 tires on them, so you really get a lot of traction. And I got this bike probably about a month ago and wasn't sure if it was a good idea or a bad idea at the time I bought it, but now that I've had it, it's one of the most fun bikes I've ever bought. And so it's kind of an equalizer when it comes to if you want to make your ride easier, you can use the assists on it. So the power assist is right here. There's 3 modes. And if you want to make it a workout, you just use the Mission Control app on your phone. I hooked the phone up to this quad lock system, which works pretty good. I've got it tilted up right now because I was using the phone to do a video of the bike ride, so it worked pretty well for that. The Mission Control app also gives you all the stats most people need for tracking their ride and their map and all the things that I used to use my Garmin for, I don't use anymore. So anyway, and so I've ridden this thing probably, I don't know, maybe 200 miles, and I can see a lot of applications for it, because for people like me that like Ben and Jerry's and have 20% body fat, you can keep up with pretty much all your paleo skinny friends that train all the time, because they can't maintain 20 miles an hour uphill. So as long as you're going flatter, downhill you might be in trouble, but if there's any climbing, then you're in the game with pretty much anybody with the electric assist. And it rides pretty good, really. It rides a little bit heavy feeling, and the front end feels a little bit heavy, but with the big tires and the 150 millimeter travel shock and 29-inch wheels, it really handles a lot like a regular mountain bike. You have to get used to it a little bit. The pre-made settings that it comes with are 25% assist, 50%, and 100. I had to tone mine down a little bit. I had to tone mine down to 15, 35, and 70. And I hardly ever use a 70. Mostly the 15 is what I ride in, because then it feels pretty much like riding a regular mountain bike. There's not a lot of difference. You have to, try to pedal up hills. You have to push, to get up to 20 miles an hour riding on the flats. So it feels a little bit like a lighter mountain bike with the amount of effort you have to put in. And then I use the 35 if there's a steep hill. Then I want to ride it like a regular bike, but then I want to be able to make hills that I couldn't make before. And then the 70 I rarely use, but if you've got a really super steep part or very loose part, the 70 is a little bit different riding, because you kind of spin, and it's almost like holding on to a motorcycle. You spin and kind of hold on. It's not a lot of the leg effort. Doesn't feel the same, because really when you try to push on it, it takes off pretty fast, so it doesn't feel like a regular bike when you turn up the power. But in the 35 assist and the 15 assist, it feels pretty much like pedaling on a regular bike. You just don't have any really very hard periods, because it assists you enough. It's more like almost like riding a exercise bike at the gym, where you just control the resistance. It's very smooth, and you don't have any of those periods of time where you just really have to push super hard to get the bike to go. It helps you enough that it's a little bit more like spinning with effort. So far so good. I've been really happy with it. I ride it more than my other bikes now. I have an Epic, and I like it too, but this thing has been a really fun toy. And also the quad lock system I have here, that works well. I've got a Samsung Note 9, and I hook it on there. It's very stable, and then I've tilted it up like you can see, so you can use your phone to take video of the riding, and you can use your phone for the map, and then you got your phone for your music and your headphones and everything. So it's kind of helps you use your phone for everything you need for your bike ride. And so I don't use my Garmin as much anymore because this system helps me take the phone on and off easy. So in summary, you can have your Ben and Jerry's and you can ride your bike fast at the same time. Just a little electric assist.